he's got a lot of work cut out for him because he's got a lot of great riders behind him.
Hey, guys, to put a period on this, remember one thing. That is now a production bike. It's about 3 to 5 pounds heavier than the factory works model that they used last year.
Henry out in front. Emig in second. McGrath and Albie going at it right there. Albie number 2nd. Number 7, I should say. And McGrath number 2. Albertine comes up on the back rubber momentarily for McGrath as they start around the corner, the sweeper.
Just behind these guys, Huffman, number 15. Close enough. You can see him just behind Albertine right there. Huffman, notorious for those late race charges. Doesn't use a lot of energy when he rides. Fitness isn't that big of a deal. The kid's so smooth and sneaky. Oh! A horrible crash right before the finish line. You can see at the top of your screen there. Albertine got out of shape.
Albertine, number 7 getting up, and number 15, Damon Huffman getting up.
Albertine he tried to jump up that step, got out of control, and...
We got a 3-way battle for the lead right now. Here's Henry going up the peristyle. It's Emig and McGrath, boy, coming through those whoops. They were just very close to one another. Maybe a 1.5 seconds dividing the top 3. Number 19 on the 4-stroke. Can he make it? 2 wins in a row after creating history in Las Vegas with the first 4-stroke victory in the history of Supercross.
Yeah, I'm thinking that these 3 guys have got to be, I've got to be thinking that somewhere in there they're having a little bit of fun right now. It's got to be pretty fun for Henry to be out there leading on the 4-stroke. Emig is looking a lot better than he did in his heat race, and Jeremy, this is a much better finish and a result. At least it's looking like it'll turn into one than last year.
With
They're all
these 3,
on the podium.
Henry, Emig, and McGrath out in front. Pashon, Wyndham, and Laraco, the next 3.
It's great to be in these battles. You got number 1 and 2 right there together in a 4-stroke. They're going, man, we're going to need earplugs if this continues. Steinbrecher looking on. He knows. He's right. He's got a lot of work to do. One mistake.
He's gritting his teeth.
He can drop from 1st to 5th.
Nice triple move by McGrath. Pashon moving up behind McGrath. McGrath trying to challenge Emig now for 2nd place. Number 2 versus number 1. McGrath doesn't like that number 2 plate. He's the sport's winningest rider.
And look who just joined the party. Number 16, Pashon, the winner of the 2nd heat race.
Boy, Pashon is really impressive. He doesn't look like he's working that hard either, going that fast.
He doesn't. Too bad for Albie and Damon Huffman. Huffman was just following him, had nowhere to go.
I kind of have the feeling anything can happen. We'll find out after we get back from these words from our sponsors. Back to the Los Angeles Coliseum. Art Ekman and David Bailey up top. Marty Reed down on the stadium floor. Davey Coombs covering the interviews for us on the winner's podium. Who will be the winner of this race right now? Pashon, number 16 of Team Suzuki, is hounding the Chaparral Yamaha of Jeremy McGrath as they come across the finish line jump. One more lap clicks off.
This is a career race right now for Pashon. First time on a 250 to be up like this, challenging for the lead, the season opener.
Especially, right, he's going right through the area that last year he broke his leg in a disaster of crash. It was awful. It was one of those things you hope they don't replay.
Well, I don't want to see it again. I don't think he does, and certainly he's put it behind him. He's riding fantastic right now.
You know, Henry smoothed things out. He's looking pretty confident. He's got a 2-second lead on Emig.
You know, the longer you can hold those guys back there, the less they start to bother you. You get a guy right back there the whole time, you know if you just make a mistake, he can get by. And you start to ride a little nervous and defensive, but like you said, Henry has opened up a little bit of a lead now, and that'll help him relax. Take some lines he wants to take.
The battle for third, Pashon starting to test the inside of Jeremy McGrath every now and then, showing him a little wheel or two.
Now, Jeremy knows if he occupies the best line, doesn't make any mistakes, Pashon's going to have to do something pretty heroic to get his way around.
As Henry crosses the finish line, we've reached the halfway mark. Anything could still happen, believe me. Emig in 2nd place, and look at that! Oh my goodness, Pashon leaps by Jeremy McGrath. Lusk has moved from 16th up to 10th after that horrendous start. So our new leader, or I should say the new lineup, is Henry, Emig, Pashon, McGrath, Wyndham, and Laraco.
The former 125 title holders, Pichon, and looking back to Kevin Windham now, number 8. It's not that far out of this. Both these guys moving up into the 250, knocking on the door for a win.
Jeremy McGrath, he's got a new mechanic this year, Randy Lawrence, and Randy Lawrence is a great conditioner himself, a great athlete, but they're great friends, and it's one of those things. There you see Randy Lawrence there, making out the board before Jeremy comes by. They are great friends, as I mentioned, and have wonderful respect for one another.
Couldn't quite see what he had on there, but Randy Lawrence is one talented character. He's good at everything. Great to have those guys paired up.
Let's go down to Marty. Excuse me, David. Marty.
Well, what he had on the board was Breed, but what was stunning to all of us is that Mikel Pichon passed your guy, put him back to 4th.
And look at this.
Yeah, we're just we did a lot of testing over the couple months that he's been on the Yamaha, and got the bike really set up good for riding the hard courses and things like that. And we come here and then it starts raining. He hasn't really had much time on the bike in any muddy situations. So we're just trying to ride smart tonight and not do anything stupid and lose out on any big points.
Okay, guys, that's the side down here.
That's good strategy after the way it started off last year. I mean, if he could have just had a better result here last year, he could have won the title. So it's smart. If it's somebody's going a little bit faster and pushing him out of his comfort zone, well, let him get by. Maybe learn a little, might be able to get him back.
Henry has now moved out to a 3.5-second lead. The closest battle right now is for second place. Pichon is picking up things on Jeff Emig, the defending champion, trying to hold off the Frenchman who lives near Le Mans.
Emig will find himself riding defensive here in a minute. He knows how to do it. He's going to have to, but like I pointed out in the heat race, Pichon, a lot like Jean-Michel Bale, he'll find his way around. I can't believe he found his way around Jeremy where he did. Right in this section right here, coming up the finish line jump. Squared that corner. Made a pass. He can definitely get around Emig. These guys haven't ridden together very much. Emig doesn't know what to do to hold Pichon back.
Through the whoops, Pichon has that wheel high as he goes in, trying to pick up time, and we got a crash now.
Off the triple right before the whoops.
Is that Lusk?
Kevin Windham and Lusk got together. Lusk went down hard. You can see his clutch lever bent all the way down. His visor's bent down in front of his face.
Oh, tough break for Team Honda's Ezra Lusk, who looks so strong in the heat race.
I was just about to say, he's made an incredible charge from way back in the pack. Was challenging Windham. The leaders aren't that far in front of Windham. Lusk was there and went down hard.
Do you think it was of great value to have Pichon having to qualify today and got extra laps in on this track?
Well, it certainly didn't hurt from the looks of things now. Sometimes you get a little bit more time on the racetrack. Oh, Pichon goes down. Took an outside line trying to get around Jeff Emig. Stuck the front wheel right into that second jump.
And he's got a long way to come back. You make one mistake these days, and it is a long road to